Skinny Hardaway Southern T, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether we're here for a good time or a long time, I greatly appreciate you sliding through. If this your first time, do your boy solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button there as well. We talk this good football, boxing, MMA, sports, parlays, predictions every single day, not just today. Today, we're here with an NFL Week 4 EP. Also, I'm going to drop a few college football picks in this video as well. Last week, we hit 3 out of 4 of the plays that we gave away, right? We would have never been able to imagine the Packers losing to the Browns, right? So we ain't gonna sweat that too much, man. We gonna bounce back this week, do better. I'm about to get into the breakdowns of each game. At the end, I'm gonna give you my my prop picks, a parlay pick, right? We gonna break down every game. So I ain't gonna waste too much more of y'all time. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, game 1, we got Arizona versus Seattle. We're going to take that under 43.5. I like Arizona with the dog money. We picked Arizona this week. We ain't go, it ain't broke. We ain't go fix it, right? Vikes pick under 41.5. I like pick with the dog money. Bills money line over the New Orleans Saints under 48.5. You want to take, a little value. We got Philly, Tampa Bay over 43.5. Philly, if I'm going to take a side. Los Angeles Chargers over the New York Giants. I like the Chargers with that -6. I like Tennessee as the dog this week versus Houston. I also like that under 48.5. We got Detroit versus Cleveland. I like the under 44.5 in there as well as Detroit on the line. Washington, Atlanta over 44.5. I side with Washington, right? Washington on the lean. New England versus Carolina. I like the under 43.5 in that. Rams money line over Indiana. That should be a good game. I like the under 49.5 in there. Also, we got Jags versus the 49ers. I like the under 47.5 in that. Jags with the plus money. If I had to take a side, right, lean to the Jags. Ravens money line over Kansas City. Both those teams have to get it going, have to get it back on track, right? Over 48.5 if you're asking. The Bears versus Las Vegas Raiders, I'm going to say under 47.5. I don't really trust either of those teams. I really don't know who wins those games. If I play it, I'll probably play that under 47.5. I got Green Bay over the Dallas Cowboys, and I also like the under 47.5 with that. The Dolphins versus Jets, I like under 45.5. I got the Jets on the money line in that game. That's if Justin Fields plays, right? If Fields plays, then I got the Jets on the line, but I like the under 45.5 in that. And then we got the Denver Broncos versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I like the Denver Broncos in that. I also like that under 44.5 in that, right? So I just predicted all the games for y'all. Now let's get into, my most confident games and into the parlays and the props. All right, in the NFL Week 4 parlay is Chargers, Lions, Ravens, Broncos. The Chargers are taking on the New York Giants. I'm thinking it's going to be a pretty smooth win, right? The Chargers are looking like, almost like Super Bowl contenders right now, and the Giants are not, right? The Giants just benched Russell Wilson. They're going to be starting Jackson Dart, right? Rookie quarterback, so there are going to be some growing pains and some struggles. They're not going to beat the Chargers that's rolling right now. So Chargers for the win over the New York Giants. The Lions will be facing off against the Browns. Now, the Browns just beat the Packers last week in the game where I thought the Browns would get trounced, right? But the Lions are a little bit more of a veteran team. They've been together a little longer than the Packers, right? Jared Goff, veteran quarterback, not a young quarterback learning, right? So I think Jared Goff should be able to get the win over that Browns team. I do think the Browns defense is legit. Just don't think the offense will be able to score enough points. We got Ravens over the Kansas City Chiefs, and what I think is going to be a great game. Both of these teams must get a win, right? Both of these teams must get a win. These are two Super Bowl contending teams, right, that haven't started the season off, as hot as they would like. I think this is going to be an intense game that the Ravens will win. I think they just have more offensive firepower, and Kansas City's defense is okay, but isn't the greatest. The Ravens defense has the names in place there, but their defense is playing putrid right now. But I think the Ravens offense should be able to score enough points to get their win over Kansas City. We got Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals are missing Joe Burrow, so mainly that's why I'm taking, the Broncos. Cincinnati is without their quarterback. I think they're the better overall team of the Broncos, right? I'm not a big believer in the Broncos, but they should be able to get this win over Cincinnati this week. You put all four of those money lines together, and that'll get you to plus 255. Pretty nice value. 4 legs this week. Chargers, Lions, Ravens, Broncos get you to plus 255. Okay, let's get into these props for week 4. All right, and my week 4 props are Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown, Lamar to throw for 2 passing touchdowns, Drake May to throw for 2 passing touchdowns, and last but not least, we're going to take James Cook for a touchdown. Right, so we got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Lamar 2 passing touchdowns, Drake May 2 passing touchdowns, and we got James Cook. James Cook is pretty much a touchdown machine. St. Brown is a touchdown machine. Lamar Jackson has thrown, 2 passes in each of the games this year. Maybe he didn't do it week 2, right? But he has multiple touchdowns in 2 out of the multiple passing touchdowns in 2 out of the 3 games. If I'm not mistaken, he had 3 touchdowns in one game and 4 touchdowns another game and 1 in, another game, right? So he's pretty much scoring multiple touchdowns every time he steps on the field. Drake May, kind of like Lamar Jackson as well, right? Drake May is pretty much the whole Patriots offense. So pretty much when they move, he moves. Their offense gets nothing done without Drake May. So I like him to throw for 2 of those touchdowns, whether it's to the running back, wide receiver, or the tight ends. He's been getting it done. So Drake May for 2 passing touchdowns. The odds not out just yet, but there should be pretty good odds on that Drake May tutty. And James Cook is pretty much, the throw-in, right? He scores every week, touchdown machine. Got him on my fantasy team. Love him. Touchdown machine, man. James Cook for the touchdown. Let me drop these college picks on y'all real quick. Right, I got a couple college picks I like. I'm about to drop them on y'all real quick. Y'all bear with your boy. All right, just to give y'all a few college football picks before we get up out of here, right? I like Memphis to win this weekend, Tennessee, FSU, Georgia Tech, and Ohio State. You put those 5 together, they get you to plus 240. Those are the 5 teams that I like this week. Memphis coming off their big win over Arkansas. Tennessee is rolling right now. May have a Heisman candidate at quarterback. FSU may have a Heisman candidate at quarterback, right? Georgia Tech is Georgia Tech and right. That quarterback, running back duo in Ohio State is number 1 ranked team in the nation, man. Coming off that win over Texas a few weeks ago. But that's all I got for y'all. Skin the Hardaway Southern Tea. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Love. I'm gonna drop the NFL plays and props back up here towards the end so y'all can see, everything on the way out the door. Salute.